Welcome back to Elden Ring.
It's such a beautiful city. Like,
Oh,
as much as I love Anne Orlando and some of the other places, I think I like this more.
this particular one, or
Like this setup with like
ah,
the luminous cave moss emulating stars, like the fogginess here, like shrouding the city.
mhm.
The fact that it's sunken underground on top of that is just like it's so interesting to me.
And what city is this again?
Uh,
It's N something.
Noxtella. No,
Ah,
yeah, Noxtella, Eternal City, the Eternal City.
mm.
Seek up. Oh yeah, that would have gone well.
Oh,
There's the ball hanging up there.
oh.
Be wary of trap. Well, I'm gonna leave this one alone for the moment,
Yeah.
just in case. Because if it's gonna like teleport me, I want to keep exploring the rest of this area. No items ahead, therefore try left. I disagree, sir. That silver husk right there is an item.
Mm.
But he's right. There's nothing besides that.
So, are we going to fall for the trap?
No, there's another zone up top here through this staircase.
And will those big balls be back?
If we die or leave this area, I believe so. They'll respawn. Now, if we run up here and there's like a boss or something, I'm probably gonna go check that thing out, maybe. Or do I want to deal with the boss? That's the next question.
And don't forget about the boss in the other area.
Yeah, there's the boss in the other area. Although I think I'd argue that one was probably stronger than these are right now. Like, I feel like I'm doing fairly decently. No, as long as I'm not getting one shot with a counterattack.
Yeah. But then again, that might not have been a boss in the other area.
It looked like a boss arena. If the boss wasn't the one hanging there, like, in the tree, it was gonna spawn somewhere. It made even more sense considering we were right next to a Grace before we walked in there.
But how often are there bosses that are just like standing there and not on guard?
There's a few where they're just kind of hanging out to surprise you, and then after that, the boss fog is there.
Okay.
I think we've run into a few of them in here, too.
I guess. Ooh. So if anything is above the lightning bolt, will that get hit too?
Solid question. Not sure. Oh, weird. He didn't explode. There we go.
I think some of them are not lightning.
Yeah, I've noticed that. That first one I hit was not.
Hmm.
There's the ball.
Yep.
Oh,
if
and
you
it's rolled over there?
so
There we
will
go.
the ball's crushing everybody?
That's the plan. Or at least that's the hope.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, in fighting. And by the way, you do have enough. Oh, and some of them are shielded. It's like a mimic
get
tier
him?
family reunion here.
Can I get him to roll forward?
Or silver tier family reunion.
Ooh. Yeah, roll forward, please.
Ooh.
Ow.
And my knowledge of JoJo's westernization of the stand names, I'm not like that's familiar with like all of them, but are there any really dumb ones that you know of?
I'm not anywhere near as familiar with them as you might think.
Hmm. But I did see a video about like the Japanese names of like, them, and then this like overly excited, heavily like, accented Japanese voice reading the American names for them. It's like, dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Reasonable, like, filthy acts at a reasonable price. And they had, made
Do we
in
know
heaven.
if that's legit? Like, that one's legitimately the right name?
I am pretty sure that may be the name. And did you hear the name of Made in Heaven?
I have not.
Made in Heaven.
That would be better if, like, the rider of that horse was actually a woman's body.
It's something completely different.
I mean, I appreciate the attempt.
And I think, like, Sea Moon becomes S-E-A Moon. So it's still pronounced Sea Moon.
I mean, that one at least makes sense given, like, the,
Gravity.
Well, no. Well, I mean, yes, actually. But also with the, with, like, the fact that it's called Stone Ocean.
Yeah?
So you're still sticking with, like, the nautical kind of theme. Speaking of which, I wonder if that's partly why Jotaro became a marine biologist.
Huh. Maybe.
Like, if that just ties back in again.
Like, why of all things, marine biologist?
Especially, like, if you remember, there's a point where he says during part 3 that it's like, I'm never going near the ocean again. After the whole submarine incident. I remember in Jeff's where they talked about that, and I'm like, oh my god, the future for Jotaro is insane.
I forgot that line.
Speaking of which, the new Jeff's came out too.
I heard it today.
I did not listen to it yet. It'll be tomorrow. Okay. Luring out.
I just wonder how, A, they'll react to part 4.
Is Anubis the episode? Which episodes are they again?
It was the Oingo Boingo part. I mean, the Oingo Boingo episode.
That's a good one.
And Anubis part 1.
That's a good one. Is that Naked Patches?
Don't kill it just in case.
No, it transformed into him.
Oh. When you said, is that Naked Patches, I just thought something happened. Patches was down here.
I'm very curious where Patches is, considering we have not seen him in a while.
Do you think we will?
We should at some point, unless we screwed up something.
Like, there's still potentially more to his quest line.
I'm fairly certain.
Hmm.
Last time we saw... Actually, look that up. Try to figure out where he's at. Because the last we saw him, he told us about someone out there near the academy. That was the last time we heard anything from him. Ooh, good trade.
Patch's quest line, Elden Ring. Oh, step 11 is hilarious.
Oh, great.
Uh, he gave you Margaret's Shackle, right?
We bought one off him. I don't know if he gave us a second one. Last we saw him, he was in Liurnia.
Liurnia. Okay. On the Scenic Isle, right? In southern Liurnia?
I believe that's the one, yep.
Okay. Abducted Virgin. Step 5, optional. He is on Mount Gilmere during the journey to Volcano Manor.
Well, haven't gotten there yet.
But that's optional.
Mm-hmm.
Step 6, meet Patches in Volcano Manor.
Alright, so he's definitely later than where we're at. What did I get? Moon of Noxtella increases memory slots. This legendary talisman is a treasure of Noxtella, the Eternal City. Increases memory slots. The talisman represents the lost black moon. The moon of Noxtella was the guide of countless stars. Huh. But I've gotten so many other memory stones. Oh, so this is a talisman that further increases it. But how much? How many slots does it give me? So I have 2. Oh, it gives 2 more. It gives 2 free slots, which I definitely do not need. You're enjoying looking at what Patches is going to do in the future.
No. Step 9. In the Patches questline, install patch 1.04.
I mean, I feel like that's because there might have been a bug with his quest line then.
Yes.
Do you find it funny that you need to install patches to like make his quest line work? It's a nice little play. Ooh, where does this go? Up or down? Down.
Near the end of his quest line, he will teach you a new gesture. The Patches Crouch gesture.
Yep, you got that in the other games too. You get his classic squat. Okay, so I just bypassed all the stuff underneath. I will take a golden seed, thank you. Oh, could I not get up here, though? No, I don't think I could have gotten up here. Okay. So neat. That was not. Oh, okay, that's what that is. I see more thick-headed ants. And I can't tell if that's a pathway or not. I hear the... Oh, you're actually moving without anyone doing anything. Weird.
Do you like Patches?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
I find him fun.
Or do you think he's kind of an asshole who deserves to die?
I mean, in these games, keeping Patches alive is generally the better option. He's a decent merchant.
Okay, because on this Patches quest line, step 11, kill Patches.
Is that mandatory?
If you want some of his stuff,
I can only get it by killing him?
like, his armor and his spear.
I mean, he seemed like he had kind of basic stuff. It didn't seem like it was any good, so unless that changes.
You also get Patches bell bearing.
Yeah, which is his, like, store.
So...
Which is good. That means even if you kill him, you will get your shit. Or his shit, I guess.
Yeah, but... like, I'll leave it up to you. If the quest line is finished and you want to kill him or keep him around, I won't.
I'd probably
go
keep him
either way.
around unless he drops something unique that's worth it. I don't think the armor and the spear are going to be worth it.
Spear +7 and leather armor set.
Yeah, definitely not worth it, I don't think.
So we're keeping him around.
I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Alright, let's see here. I would like some bolts, please, and thank you. Guess I'm just going to do that. Alright, let's see if I can at least get you out of the way. Yeah, I thought so.
So that's another ant rider.
Yep. Ooh, that hit pretty good.
Wasn't there... No.
What are you thinking of?
Wasn't there some Saturday morning cartoon where they had, like, knights who rode dragonflies?
You might be thinking of Spider Riders.
I do not know.
I've never watched that, but I remember the cartoon, like the ads for it, and being kind of irritated by it, if I'm being honest. Because all you'd hear is things like Spider Riders, and it would just be on repeat.
Oh, speaking about things for the 90s on repeat, I remember there was I think it may have been called Go For It, which was like one of those physical competition type game shows, and they had a theme song called Go For It, and to start the event, they would say like 3, 2, 1, go for it!
That sounds like it'd be real obnoxious real fast. Can you
Yeah,
get
but I mean,
closer?
it was like a late 90s like physical activity game show, so
I get the feeling you want to say schlocky, but you don't want to say that word. Like, it's not the word you want, but it's what you want to say.
Kind of. Like, campy, maybe?
Can I get rid of you 3?
Oh, and it may have been from, wait, it may have been from the mid-80s or something like that, but wait, okay, let me just look this up here. Okay, it was in a little bit later than I thought. 1991 to 1993, there was a game show called Let's Go Back. And I just remember it being hilarious because in the credits it said studio audience provided by.
So somebody hired them.
Yes.
Wasn't even a live audience. Disappointing.
And and I always used to find that hilarious. Like, boy, this game show is so boring. They just had to hire a studio audience for it.
They couldn't get a real one. They had to hire someone because nobody else wanted to watch this shit.
With questions dealing with the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and 80s.
So, you know what? I was going to say why, but then I remember the title of the show, and I thought, wow, that really is dumb.
With, like, movie, music, TV, and I guess, like, news events were, like, categories.
I mean, if you're going to do that, why don't you just do, like, a history-based thing? Like, full-on history? Why does it got to be the last couple of decades?
I don't know.
Ah, chain death. That's fun.
Yes. Wow. The top prize the people were playing for, and this is 1991, mind you, so it may be even underwhelming back then. $500.
Wow. Yeah. Didn't even give you a grand. Wow.
Let's just see that now. 500. And let's just split the difference. Say 1992. It would be about $1,013.
Should have totally made that more. Should have been 1,000. Ooh. Okay. All right. Well, fuck me then. Where did you just leap off the top there? She must have. Well, I've cleared out most of it at least. Kind of sucks that I gotta do it again, but you know.
Next time on Elden Ring, more slime, more ants, more adventure. Hopefully not more death.
Yeah, for everyone else, death. Not for us though.
Yes, for everyone else, death.